We've come a long way from where we started this series. Just in the second episode, we made this impromptu grave of us burning and burying, or just burying. I forget the ritual we did, but stone tools went here and we were done. And this world has turned into something special already, 13 episodes in. Thanks everybody for tuning in, who are tuning in here. I've been really thoroughly enjoying playing this world. We're taking one of our horses here out and about. I wanted to show something to you. I think I put this off for weeks. I finally did it. We have ourselves a pathway carved out, so we could kind of F5 this a bit while the beautiful Minecraft music's playing. But we have a full pathway here. Did this off camera. This isn't cool content to do. I also made a bridge up here. Did I? Okay, I did. Alright. This could have been good content. I just kind of got in a zone and did it, though. We're still in F5 here. Let's get out of it. What was that? Okay. I was like, it looked like I was... it looked like I was wearing some shades there. Diagonal bridge, lots of headaches. I think I went through like 3 different versions and came up with this. So, yeah, we did this and lots of pathways in here going out and about. While I was out here making this path, there's an ocean ruins that I've kind of seen, and I've never really paid attention to those, to be quite honest. Just because okay, there's a bunny here. We'll note that in the future. Bunnies roaming around these woods here. If there's one, there should be another one somewhere, hopefully. I thought I saw one, then there's a chicken. But that's good to know in the future. But there's always been this ocean ruins out there. And I've just always ignored them. Started watching other people's 1.20 content and realized that you could dig up... treasure, sherds, all that sort of stuff out of there. So I decided to do that. I didn't find anything cool, but it made me think I want to explore a lot more structures. So eventually, I think we're going to do more exploration here to try to find some more cool stuff. I'm glad that we found the Trail of Ruins, but temples, water ruins, that sort of stuff. Yeah, it'll be cool. I let this bamboo fence grow here. I think I'm going to tear it down. For now, it's a good temporary little wall here, but I think eventually I want to wall up the village. Little bits and pieces here. Also, I didn't realize I could just run across here, but mobs can't. So I've been jumping the entire time. Didn't even realize I could do that. We made this last episode. Pretty good looking area here. There was also an incident down here. It caught fire. This place caught fire. It was right after the episode. I believe I was I don't know what I was doing, planting more bamboo around. Don't know how it happened. Maybe I was doing a trading run. I come over here and it burned down, and I was thinking, well, this place is burned down pretty bad. I don't know how it happened, but I think it might be explaining why we lost some villagers. I think what happened is that there's a lava source through here. I'm playing completely vanilla, fire spreading is on, obviously. I think the lava somehow struck this. And, it burned down. I'm surprised it took that long. The only other thing I could think of is that lightning hit it. One of two things. So, again, those are the theories. We're going to have to repair that at some point. I just wanted to kind of show that off. Basically, that's the story of what happened off camera here. So, I wanted to link up this pathway here because I have a feeling we're never going to use it again. Because if I go into the Nether here, it's a lot easier to travel back to our base. So let me find my guy. There we go. a lot easier of a run here. Again, it's looking pretty good up here, by the way. This little area here. Eventually, I do want to get onto the nether roof, and hopefully we can find an entrance somewhere through here, maybe in one of these corners here, so it's, not obstructing the beautiful view here. But I was thinking in like these corners, I don't think we're going to need a ton of nether storage. Like maybe these walls could be nether storage, but maybe like put in like a nether wart farm, a lodestone, that sort of stuff. We're going to start doing more nether stuff in the future. So let's get the heck in our base and let's show off what we're going to do today. All right, let's go to our diary here alongside our wonderful parrots here. Today I want to trim some armor up. I think we're long overdue for doing that. We got some trim from the trail ruins, so we'll put together a set of armor here. I also want to create the sawmill. This is going to be a wood storage area, and then also decorate the tree farm area too, which is kind of a bunch of saplings, so making that look more permanent. Wood storage, the reason why I'm doing this is we're not going to have enough. We're running out of space here, basically. This too. And as we kind of get later on into the game, I think we're just going to need to expand the wood storage, especially with bamboo. That's not even automated. Like, bamboo is crazy how quick you could get it. So kind of changing tree farming overall. So I think it's time to expand, because if we expand, storage, that means we're capable of creating bigger things. It's just kind of the way this game goes here. So anyways, I'm stoked for it. Where I want to place the sawmill, like I said, I did some terraforming. Over here, there's like a little island area. And again, I did lots of terraforming, and you might see the remnants of it, but we're going to swim across here. But yeah, I lit it up and everything. I think right here is a perfect little place to make this. Again, another nod to RuneScape here, but I'm thinking of just creating a big wide open area here, kind of fenced in, beaten down, kind of industrialized, where it looks like you'd be storing some wood and wood building materials, all that sorts of stuff. So going in blind here, we'll see how it goes. But hopefully it turns out all right. And I think we're going to have a path kind of winding in through here and maybe do a little bit of terraforming here. We'll see how it goes and kind of fence it off here. But that's the plan for today. Lots of building. But first and foremost, before we get started there, let's trim up some armor. So I've been playing around a bit with all the trims that we have here for what I want to do. And I think how I want to do this is just go piece by piece what I like the most and see if it turns out good. Again, I'm going to be able to duplicate this one here. I'm pretty sure I need diamonds and maybe a dirt block. I need to figure out how to duplicate that one if we want to use it. But that's what the... what is it? Wayfinder armor trim looks like for the helmet. Let's see. This one is the host armor trim. I kind of like how chiseled that one looks. This is the shaper. A little bit more of an angle there. And this is the razor. I don't like that. I think I like... I'm between these two here. Think I'm going to do the host. So again, this is what I'm doing here. This is a pretty big step, and crafting a new look is what we just got. So now we have a pretty sweet helmet here. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to do this a few more times. I need to learn how to duplicate these here because I don't want to run out of them. So I know that we need diamonds, so I went mining off camera. Insert the meme here, but got quite a few diamonds from branch mining here. So I think I need that, and hopefully it's dirt and not mud or something. So we'll see if I'm able to duplicate or figure out how to duplicate this. All right, here is the result. We have ourselves our trimmed armor, and I think it looks clean. The blue and yellow, it looks like we're rich. Hopefully this transfers whenever we do netherite. I didn't realize that we need to upgrade it and like find stuff in the nether. AKA go to a bastion and find it, because I don't think we could get it in the what is it, the nether fortresses, and we didn't find anything in the nether fortress. We 100% looted it, so gonna have to do more nether exploration, unfortunately, because it's a spooky, scary place. But all good there. But we are looking fresh and clean. At this point, it is time to upgrade the area here, and at least on the other side. I think I want to start with the sawmill first, and then upgrade the tree patches. I think that's going to kind of help dictate what the area is going to look like. So that being said, I'm going to get some materials. We're going to get started here, and hopefully it turns out well. That's the best I can explain it here. All right, so I have some material here, just a ton of logs, and we're going to figure it out. We also have our shovel. We're going to be using that quite a bit. So what I'm thinking here is this is going to be an open area storage. It's not going to be like a storage room or a structure or something indoors. It's going to be kind of out in the open here. So I was thinking, let's do it with oak, for instance. So these are all the different wood types we're going to be storing. So that's, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 different types, and I believe we need to add in the nether ones, so 10 and 11 there in the future. So let's account for that. Look at that. We got a little squid farm going. This is great. Unintentional. We'll take it. Anyways, let's not get distracted here. So my vision for this is to kind of have like some rows of logs or something, right? So something like this. And so you guys get the point, right? So maybe that, some slabs, perhaps. Maybe a slab or two. I don't know. Stuff like this, basically. You know. It looks like there's some crafting going on here, okay? Anyways, do this. And then place like a double chest or two. Like that, right? Or maybe the like the planks and stuff could go in like a corresponding barrel, right? So like something like this. So this is where we're going to be storing all of our oak logs, and then all of our planks and like that sort of stuff goes in here. So it's going to be kind of sporadic like this, a little bit everywhere. And I do like how random it is here. And I think that's the plan. I think we should add a crafting table at like every single station here, like something like that. Another thing I want to do here is use lots of path blocks, dirt, that sort of stuff. I want this to look very, very industrialized. So let's take that out of there. Right there. Place dirt back in. So like this kind of concept here. So this is going to be a big, nasty dirt blob out here, intentionally. And I think over time it's going to look pretty cool. So we're going to do this in a bunch of different areas on this little island area here. On the sides, I was thinking of doing like a 3-high wall made out of wood. And I think I'm worried this is going to look good, but I want to try something out here. Okay. We're going to use these in the future anyways. Okay. Please don't look good. It's what I'm asking myself here. So can we do this? Okay. Do a few more. Please don't look good. Okay, maybe it doesn't look good. But I'm thinking around the exterior here, though. We're going to have some planks and make like a wall here. So maybe I can mix in. Let's go back to our oak planks here. Kind of mix in something like this. So take more oak. We're going to go up by 3. And maybe we'll do something like this on the edge. Let's see how this looks. Oh no, bad parkour. Okay, not bad. We're onto something. Maybe something up top, right? Maybe some fence posts or something on top, and then do that all the way around, at least on this side, and maybe leave it a bit open in some areas. So maybe like a little dock right there to transport to and from our base or bridge. I think we should do a dock, like boat travel there. So that makes sense. So we could like link up a dock here with the back area there. That's the vision here. I wanted to share a vision. You guys got said vision. We're going to do some work here, and I'll keep you updated as I see fit. But yeah, it's kind of a grindier project here, but I think it's going to turn out pretty cool. So let's see what where we could get. Well, hi there. I told you in the last clip I'll update you as I see fit. Sometimes I lack good judgment. Probably been like 3 to 4 weeks since I filmed that clip. Life got crazy, and y'all know me. I'm still here though, still enjoying this world, and we played a lot since that last clip. So I'm just going to kind of run you through everything. And I did try recording a clip like a day ago. It's like an hour-long session, kind of completing the episode here. There was no audio on, not from my talking standpoint, but from the gameplay. And didn't have enough confidence in my voice to just have basically voiceover with no game audio. So, but we'll kind of share a clip from that recording session in a little bit. So what have we been up to? Well, we did complete the sawmill here, and we could see it from this angle right here. I also put a little dock right here to go to and from the sawmill, and it's a little boat with a chest, a bamboo raft, because we were transporting all of our wood and storage and all that stuff from here over to here. And also going all the way around the path here, this is just a lot easier to have a boat. So if I know how to correctly steer this, oh my gosh. There we go. We're going to hop right on off. All right, yeah, I know lots has changed. Let's go through one by one. We have the dock here made out of all spruce. And the wall design, what we ended up going with is a little bit of a mix of those trapdoors that we made. Wood plank wall, and then we also added in some stripped spruce logs here with some slabs on top going all the way around. I think it looks pretty nice. It's a good separation here for this area, which is all flattened out with path blocks now. We added some just dirt. I might even need to get some coarse dirt or something, but kind of use that with some spruce planks here to signify some paths, some walkways here, even though it's all path blocks. You know, trying to make it worn down a bit. And we also added these little light posts here. And most importantly, we have all the storage for the wood logs here. So we got spruce, dark oak, jungle. I'm not going to open every single chest. Bamboo. This one's the only vertical one, by the way, if you look at everything else. So bamboo is vertical. Made sense that way. Mahogany. I'm joking. Mangrove, that's right. I knew it was an M word there. We have some cherry blossom, acacia, birch. Obviously the oak is what we made together here. Some spots are left open in this area for when we start farming the nether logs more. But that would complete every single wood type until there's a new Minecraft update. They're kind of going crazy with that right now, you know. Add a new wood type in every update, I feel like. Want to keep the people happy, right? All right. Lots of changes out here, too. Let's address that. So, I kind of went ahead and just made all the growing areas for the tree here and laid out some pathways. So this is where all the dark oak saplings are going to be. And then, we plant all the dark oak trees here. We store the saplings in this barrel. And we kind of have a corresponding barrel with each location here. So we got the cherry wood. We have the acacia here. Plenty of those saplings. And then I created these barriers here. I know. We'll get to that. I know. It was a lot. We made these little barriers here. In between levels. I thought that would look nice, and so we have our oak saplings here on this level and birch on this, and we elevated it a bit and added some glass on top so we wouldn't get the huge oak saplings. We go up one more level here. This is where you're going to find all of our 4x4 trees minus the dark oak. So we have our jungle saplings, we have our spruce saplings here. And then I guess these just take up a lot of space too. So the mangrove trees we kind of set out in this area here. Kind of the toughest one to farm. These would just get funky. So, but anyways, we have a wide open space to grow these. All right, let's talk about it. It's like talking to children that you disappointed. The ashamed parent right here. I went ahead and got in a zone and completed the wall on this side. This took a lot of time, especially going to like this diagonal section here, and then especially at like this corner right here, it just gets funky. But ended up working it out. But we got to go all the way around the edge here. I actually had to go mining for stone down in our mines. But I guess that's why we created mines in the first place. Oh no. I'm so sorry, grass. That's why we made mines in the first place, right? So got a little funky here. But ultimately the wall looks good enough. So as long as you're not like inspecting it at a very close level, it looks good enough. But if you inspect it, you'll probably find some errors. But we have lots of space for expansion here. I was thinking of a few other, get rid of these seeds. Stay put. Don't go in my inventory again. We have some space back there. A little bit of space here, which space isn't a bad thing, but like a big space like this, probably going to have to build something, a building of some sort here. There's also this cave I finally lit up down here. It goes into a different cave that I never explored before. I'm sure it links up to where the caves that my mine ran into. But anyways, that's this side of the river kind of complete. Plans here, like I was saying before I got distracted, I had a few buildings I wanted to build here. One of them being like an exploration shack to kind of store all of our goodies, and I'll show you that in just a second. But also I was thinking of like a potion brewery type area. Because what I did in our last session now, and this is where, I go into showing a clip of what I did. I did the same exact thing I did now, walk through everything. I feel like I'm on like an episode of Groundhog Day, but then I decided, I'm like, well, what am I going to do with the remainder of this episode? And I decided to, it's thunderstorming right now and lag spiking me with frames, I'm sure. But what I wanted to do after this was, go into the ocean and find a heart of the sea. And so I did that to our ocean out that way from spawn here. And I found not one, but two. I did some exploration there. Almost got killed by a group of drowned with tridents. It's a fun time. Anyways, we have that here. And I think that's why I want to build an exploration shack. because I want to find a place to store all of that sort of stuff and our maps and whatnot, and be able to display our maps as well. It's also just another building to add to the area here, so might as well do that. And then a brewery area, because we did make some water breathing potions for us, which I only ended up using one, and then we found 2 more that were 3-minute duration, so 8-minute duration out there. So anyways, that's that. We had lots of fun and did that. And then one thing I was starting to work on before I realized my audio was corrupted off camera is I was starting to... Ouch! That hurt. Let's go in here real quick. I was starting to dig out a little area, a little corner. Where was it? Yeah, right in here. Of little corner of our nether hub. I wanted to add like a proper... What is it? I wanted to grow up nether wart in this corner here. Just so it's like, you know, we had a place to farm it. It made sense to put it in here. And then, like, I think I've said this before, but I want to add, like, all, like, the new nether stuff that I just have never dealt with before. So, like, a little nether exploration area. And I think I do want to focus on that in the next episode. But, yeah, no, we have plenty of storage here, but I don't have any soul sand or soul... What is it? Soul soil. And I can't find any of it in the area here. So what I want to do, especially in the next episode, is do some nether exploration and kind of get a better footing here and basically set us up to where we could start getting some netherite, not netherite, but is it netherite ingots? Is that what it's called? I guess so. But yeah, I want to get us some netherite ingots, some ancient debris, and all that good stuff so we could start, you know, gearing up our armor to the max level. I mean, we need to fight the Ender Dragon soon, right? So hopefully that's something we could do soon. But really, next episode, like I said, there's just like no soul sand I could find anywhere. I tried going down to surface level, and maybe we could see it here. Do not look at an Enderman. Down that way, you could barely see it. I've kind of like... I'll just walk down to it at this point. I kind of stupid-proofed this area. I plugged up a lava fall from way up high. I pillared it up right there. And down here, I made a little walkway. And I was thinking of like, first off, might build something down here in the next episode. Like set up a mine or something, an exploration outpost here. Because I want to get on one of these guys and explore it. So, and then obviously use some, what is it, the anti-burning potions. Oh my gosh, fire resistance. Man, I can't believe you guys watch me. Anyways, that's the plan here. Did this, but the reason why I came down here in the first place is I was trying to find soul sand. Just can't do it. Can't find it anywhere. Like, it's almost impossible. I've never had this issue in Minecraft ever. But I think that's going to be part of our objective is try to find some so we could start growing more nether wart, which means we could, you know, have more potions. I don't know. You get the point. I'm just trying to get a better footing out here, take advantage of all the features of the game, right? So, and we'll try to make a more permanent way to get down. Don't really have plans here in the nether just yet, but would love to hear from you guys. But ultimately, I think that's kind of where our eyes are on next. And then, you know, we'll go from there. Anyways, talky portion to end the episode here. Again, we've done a lot. It's enough to warrant an upload. We did a crap ton. Holy moly. But now I think it's time for us to end this episode, get some editing done, upload it since you guys have been waiting forever. And it's going to be a good time. So while we have this awkward angle of my... and I really should be charging for this, seeing the feet right here. All right, I'm done. Take it easy, people. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next episode. Take care.